How about them Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys are on the clock.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait.
We showed you Jerry Jones. There's Mike McCarthy.
Oh,
We showed you Jerry Jones. There's Mike McCarthy.
shout out to my man Ron Oliver, man. Cowboys music. Definitely check out his channel. He is putting it out there. This is it. I can't wait.
How about them Cowboys?
Listen to that. Oh, man. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Man, I am as excited as can be because we will be leaving my mama's basement and we are going on a road trip with my road dogs to Detroit, Michigan for the draft. I know we're not real journalists or anything like that. We are just Joe the fan, but we will be bringing you all kinds of content from the draft. And I plan on live streaming the first round, the second and the third round. And then we'll probably sleep in before the fourth round starts because we ain't got a fourth round pick. But be that as it may, I hope you guys tune into the channel because we are going to have all kinds of content. And we'll really be starting our draft coverage on Tuesday because my man Game Time Brian will be getting to my house so we can leave early in the morning to get to Detroit on Wednesday and start giving you some of the sights, the sounds, and a taste of the NFL draft, which is all we have to live with. And you know what's funny is, you know, right now it's the Eagles' time. It's been the Eagles' time like it always is. They always go out there and sign tons and tons of players and make all kinds of moves and get everybody excited. And we have the Dallas Cowboys that always sit on their ass and do nothing in free agency. Now, I wish that we would do more things. I wish that we understood that we need to do more to try and get over the hump. But it's crazy that we are literally talking about firing coach, getting rid of a quarterback. As I look through the last 29 years, the course of the last 29 years, we lived through 3 seasons of 5-11. We lived through 3 seasons in a row of 8-8. We very rarely had back-to-back playoff years. I get it. We have not had a lot of success all the way around. But we have not had, in the course of the last 29 years, 3 years with 12-win seasons. I want you to understand something. In the course of the last 29 years, I believe we've had 7 seasons of 12 or more wins. That's in the last 30 years. We've had 3 of them the last 3 years. We've had 5 of them with Dak Prescott. And we're ready to just say, cut bait, get rid of that guy, he sucks. Be that as it may. I was trying to remind people that this is what we do as Dallas Cowboys. Whether you love them, hate them, or whatever, they're not going to do a lot early in free agency. They're not going to make a whole bunch of moves. They feel they can get a bigger bang for the buck waiting to do stuff, wait for that second wave of free agency. And for the most part, they've done good with it. Not enough, but they've done good with it. So they're not going to change. And that's where I was reminding people where, you know, Philly 500's all excited about getting Bryce Huff, you know, in here as opposed to them keeping Hassan Reddick, which I think is a major mistake there. I think that's not even Stevens trades right there. Be that as it may. I was reminding people how the Eagles sometimes don't necessarily have great drafts. And part of the reason why they have to go out in free agency and do all the signings they do is they had to go get A.J. Brown because they failed on guys like Rhaegar, like Charlie Dakota Whiteside. They kept trying to draft wide receivers and didn't have any luck with it, so they had to go out and sign one and give up a first-round pick. And so I showed a video of some of the way things have evolved with Jordan Davis where, it was like we got the beast. He was going to be, the fantastic, world-beaten player and everything else. And then he started talking about him, look, he's out of shape and everything else. And I think it hit home because Philly is kind of responding. Let's go to the tape.
Clicked on the video, and I see Denzel Washington. And Denzel Washington is wearing a red Matt Corral draft jersey. Mm-hmm. I said, well, only I wear. Me and Joey Shakes wear those jerseys on draft. Oh, it's me. That's not Denzel Washington.
No.
It's just
Denzel's
that
a Cowboy
like
fan.
Denzel Washington. It's me. And he had my reaction to the Eagles drafting Jordan Davis. And I thought to myself, that's great. I want to watch my reaction because I was very excited when the Eagles got Jordan Davis. And then it cuts off from me drafted Jordan Davis to a video I made earlier in the week about him.
Where you're trashing
I'm thinking
him.
to myself, this Cowboy fan, Mark Holmes, he has completely lost his mind. He is gone. So once again, I have to come and explain things and put things in context and in reality. Because Jordan Davis, in my opinion, was a good pick.
In his
when the
opinion.
Eagles took him. I was very happy. He is the guy I wanted. And just because I do a video on him last week saying he has to be better conditioned and in better shape, by no means says that I think Jordan Davis is going to be a bad player or is a bust. Okay, somehow Mark Holmes, looking for any signs of life for his stinking Cowboys, tries to make this
I don't know why he
narrative
cares.
that I somehow think Jordan Davis is a bust. I don't. I think Jordan Davis is a very good player. Matter of fact, if you take the first half of the season last year, I thought Jordan Davis was playing at an all-pro level. I say it many times in my videos. I thought he was really good. The problem with Jordan Davis is he phased out. He got tired. He ran out of gas. And he's got to be better conditioned going into next year so that doesn't happen again. That's all I've ever said about him. All right? But see, us Eagle fans, we can take responsibility for when we have to admit a player needs to do something better. We can point out a negative of one of our players and talk about it in a constructive, positive way. All right?
You trashed
him. A
him.
guy like Mark Holmes who sits there and everything he does from the point in time where Dak Prescott throws that pick six versus Green Bay, every video, everything that he does is based upon making excuses for Dak Prescott. It got so bad that
How
he
bad did it
actually
get?
went and talked about Kellen Moore being the reason why the Cowboys choked in the playoffs. Kellen Moore wasn't with the Cowboys last year.
You'll find
How
out
could that
about
be
Kellen
possible?
Moore there, buddy.
The guy has completely lost his mind. And then, not only that, but to have the nerve.
The nerve.
To sit there and talk about Jordan Davis as he's a bust. But
I
they
didn't say he
go
was
and
a
talk
bust.
about
I
Mozzie
did not
Smith
say he was a bust.
And how you have to give him time to develop and you have to be patient with him. Yet, a Jordan Davis, he can't improve his game. Jordan Davis is a stud. Jordan Davis has all the potential in the world.
All the
He's just got to
potential.
put it together. That's all I've ever said. But I got to
Okay.
go and defend myself because this nitwit is taking me out of context. I got to double moonwalk Mark Holmes' ass again. All right?
Pause.
Now, the truth of the matter is this.
The truth of the matter.
Mark Holmes is upset about a lot of things.
I am?
All right? The first thing is he wanted Jordan Davis.
I did, but not
His
for the price
videos
you
on
had.
Jordan Davis. He prayed the Cowboys would get Jordan Davis, and it didn't work out. So he got
Fortunately,
very
it
sad.
didn't.
And he cried. You know,
I didn't cry.
Jordan Davis. And then as soon as
think-
the Eagles get Jordan Davis, he's not that good of a player.
I will say
He's the
Tyler
greatest
Smith.
things in sliced bread going into the draft, but as soon as the Eagles draft him, oh, he's not very good.
He's 341 pounds.
Okay.
That's big.
That's big.
How big is that?
That's big.
That's more weight
Than
than
me.
Jason Peters. So listen to me.
But Jason
He's taller
Peters
than
moves better.
Gronk, heavier than Jason Peters. So you're like, okay, big deal.
Big deal.
He's tall, he's fat. But wait, there's more.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Dude ran a 4.78 40. Now, I know
He
you're
did.
thinking about
He
what
did.
wide receivers running 4.4.
He did.
Dude,
And proceeded to fall out.
he's 341 pounds, 6'6", 3/8 inches tall. How fast is that? That's faster than Pat Mahomes.
True. He did. He
Ran
did.
his 40 at the combine.
This guy does. He does have his notes, and he did chase down Josh Allen, but then laid his fat ass on the field for about 3 minutes because he was tired. And he is an all-world player for about 5 plays a game. About 5 plays a game. My point in here is this: is when you look at this and they go through. I didn't say he was a bust, but I don't think he's lived up to what you look at going into his 3rd year. And if he's showing up out of shape, he has talent, tons and tons of talent, Philly. I will give you that. I recognize that. But talent isn't enough. I looked at a guy like David Irving. David Irving had all the talent in the world. I can look at a guy like Rolando McClain. That guy was a serious linebacker that was a thumper. But the problem with that was they didn't put in the work. Those two guys, had they had the mentality of some of the players out there that desire to constantly work on their craft and bust ass to be the best player that they can be, they'd be in the Hall of Fame. They would be Hall of Famers. But they didn't have that desire to go ahead and do better than what they already were. And that was my point being there. And if you want to look at things, in retrospect, you guys moved up to get Jordan Davis. We stood pat. We just used our 1st-round pick, and we got Tyler Smith, who is in his 2nd year, an all-pro. All-pro. What has Jordan Davis done? You're still talking about potential. There you go, son. I love you, and I'll see you from the draft.
How about them Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys.
I got to finish getting my stuff together.
Showed you Jerry Jones. There's Mike McCarthy. We showed you Jerry Jones. There's Mike McCarthy. The pick is in. The pick is in.
How about them Cowboys?